the opposition didn't argue in our world where we say that actually very few people is actually get executed for a death penalty, right? I'm going to, by my rebuttals, I'm going to give some statistics that going to inform you that death penalty doesn't really save you much cost. For example, in the United States, where he claimed that these prison cells are privatized, only 30 people is executed each year. We believe that even though you take 40 years of expense of taking care of 30 people, and there is still thousands or even 10,000s of people living in the prison cells, we believe that these 30 people is really few, and it doesn't even it's not even a significant amount. For in Thailand, it is a bit worse, right? About 300 people is executed each year. And likewise, because Thailand is a bit worse, there is also more prisoners to take care of. So if you think about the percentage of people who is executed each year, we believe that the cost-saving model coming from their side is not really good. And she claimed something that is quite funny, right? She claimed that in the prison cells, there is even television. If she wants to save cost, why not just cut out the television and then improve the standard of living? But on our side of the house, we believe that what is important in today's debate, and it is quite a dire need for the state to lift the death penalty today, is because the society is starting to be brutalized, and it is the duty of the state to do something about this trend of agreeing on protesting with each other and then killing people. Me and my first speaker has talked a lot about media, right? Where we see the brutal criminals, and then we have a lot of protests asking the state to kill them. And we fear that it might go further by these people might think that, okay, if the state doesn't kill them, I might do it myself. Or they might form some kind of justification in their head. Or they might think that, okay, once the whole society agrees with me, it means that I am correct and maybe killing is correct. That is the world we want to prevent us from living in. We believe that it is a good time to lift the death penalty now. So I think I only got the one clash point here, which is who really solve the problems of this kind of brutalization and dehumanization. And we only on our side of the house does. Even the opposition actually concede that their side of the house actually dehumanize human beings. And this leads to their arguments on like, yeah, these criminals are seekers, these criminals are unable to be rehabilitated, these criminals should be killed, right? On our side of the house, we have more hope than that. We believe that the society is better than that. The society doesn't see the criminal as all the seekers. The society doesn't form the justification in their head and think that killing is correct. The society doesn't try to solve the problem by using the way out as death. I have already informed you many problems, like we have the alternative of killing this person and not allowing them to come out again. So we believe that internal safety on our side of the house actually already achieve safety if we take a strong stance and we are committed to not let this criminal come out again. We believe that everyone can achieve safety. And for example, if she claimed that if the prison is overcrowded, there is some chance of the death penalty criminals can get back out. Right? We see that that is a very weird claim. Why? Because if these criminals are really dangerous, would you let them out as a state? Would you let very dangerous criminal out as a governance of the prison cell? If I were the head of prison cell, I would just let the this weird criminal go out. For example, the robbers, the ones who drive and didn't pay the fine or those stuff. I won't release the death penalties people to go back, walk out in the street. Yes.
So you said you will have the death penalty because you won't release the death penalty people.
Well, we won't have the death penalty. We are going to put them in cells, and maybe they have some dignity in life and they can still do something in the cell. It's already 4 minutes. Very powerful, of course.
Thank you so much. Next, opposition whip to summarize the debate from the side of opposition.
There's two main concerns in this debate. Firstly, is the criminal justified? Is the criminal treated rightly under our paradigm? Secondly, does the society get what they want? Let me first tackle the society. The opposition believe that death penalty is the only one to satisfy the society needs. They keep telling us this idea that, well, if you keep giving us death penalty, then people will come protest and they will feel like they have to take matters in their own hand. We believe that that only happened under their paradigm. Why? Because if the states do this for them, then why? There's no need for these people to become violent. They know that someone is taking care of them. They don't need to become vigilantes. We believe that that kind of analysis doesn't exist under the government paradigm. They don't really understand how people think. If people feel like the state is not doing enough retribution, if they feel like their daughter or their family member have been raped and the state is not doing anything to them, and then that person is still like eating with my tax money, if that person is still like sleeping comfortably or not so comfortably in jail, why? Those kind of idea and mindset will foster even more violence and retribution from the society as a whole. So we believe that the idea that the society will be better under their side doesn't stand. Secondly, we believe that the peace of mind of the victim is really important. Because this victim, you can say that, okay, they might be guaranteed like, yeah, they won't come back ever again. But you see, these victims are traumatized to a certain degree. These victims who have been raped or someone have tried to kill them, we believe that they're in a state of mind where shock and panic take hold. We believe that they are not in a state of mind where they can rational think that, oh, that criminal wouldn't be able to harm me again and I can peacefully live my life. They will be in a state of mind of paranoia, where they can keep looking over their back, whether or not that person who killed their whole family will come after them. We believe that this kind of peace of mind can only be achieved with death penalty. There's no other alternative that offers the victim as much peace of mind as death penalty. Next, let me move on to criminal themselves. We believe that the criminal would be more justified or would be given more dignity under death penalty. As I already have told you, the prisons themselves, who are privatized, who are trying to treat this victim, this criminal poorly, are already dehumanizing these people. And what they say is that, oh, but then they gave no any information on how it would help to keep these people around. They said, yeah, maybe they can work in prison cell. How is that helpful to anybody at all except themselves or not even themselves? Why would you put prison labor to work? It's pretty much slavery at that point. We believe these people deserve more dignity. These people deserve a way out of life that doesn't depend on them dying alone in a prison cell, because that kind of situation is not good for anybody. Yes?
There's a serious flaw in this argument. According to what you're saying, say for instance if you've got someone who is convicted of third-degree murder, which we say is less serious than first-degree murder, you want to give the first-degree murderer more dignity than the third-degree murderer, because the first-degree murderer will be spared the horror of prison. You reward the more serious murderer by killing him,
Okay, so the problem here is that the prison themselves cannot offer these other prisoners any better life. So what we have solution to the problem, as my second speaker have told you, is giving the prison system more money. Because at the end of the day, even if you say like, yeah, there's 40 or 50 or 100 people a year that have been killed, that is 40, 50, 100 people that you don't have to feed anymore. Why would you even spend money on feeding them? There is no benefit in gaining from feeding them. Even if it's small amount of money, we believe that this money can be better used to be able to rehab those people who need this rehabilitation, to be allowed back into society faster, to be able to get more resources to them. Because even if it's just a few people, and even if we can just rehab a few more people, we believe that those few more people who can contribute to the society is worth those people whose life have to be ended because they are not contributing to the society and they're just burden to the society at that point. So we believe that in the end of the day, we want on both cases, whether this is better for the criminal themselves and also it is also better for the society as a whole. Thank you.